And we should be live. Let me go ahead and check. Says we are live, but are we?
Give it a second. It always takes a little bit for some reason.
There we are. We are, in fact, live. All right. Awesome. All right. Hello, everyone. Ace here. Welcome to today's live stream. I'm joined today with returning guest Urosocium.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome to the stream, Uros, and today we are back with some more High Republic adventures. Zyle Pirate Commander. Yay.
After last week's comic, I don't have the energy to say J.
I'm already noticing issues with the front cover. In fact, I think I mentioned issues the last time we covered the High Republic Adventures because they teased it. But some of them, the eyes on some of these characters, like the main character front and center, our eyes are looking two different directions. The heavier set gentleman, we will say, once again, eyes are looking two different directions. Yeah,
I think the only one that has normal eyes, so to speak, is the crab, and that is because you cannot screw up those eyes.
I think they managed in the previous issue or something.
You have to try very hard for that.
Yeah, well, I think they managed. But anyways, Siege says, hello there, hope everyone is doing well and ready to lose some brain cells. I know I am. Just saw absolute Batman shoot Alfred. DC Comics or high SF. Yes, I saw that too. He converted the shotgun into being non-lethal by shooting batarangs into Alfred's face.
I want to discuss non-lethal means with you someday.
Yeah, that's...
Because I am pretty sure a batarang can still kill you.
Yeah, these batarangs were sticking out of Alfred's face as Batman walks away or drives away or something. But yeah, it is fucking ridiculous. Oro says, we aren't doing well, we are doing High Republic, and we are doing poorly as we fucking can. Also, hi, Siege says Lou. Paul Schlock says, Zyle Keemstar. Yeah. PickelJars ForHillary says, the only thing higher than the Republic is Hunter. Laughing Cavalier says, I wonder what great hijinks will ensue in the High Republic today. Oh, you know, some hijinks are going to ensue. Paul Schluck says, the Wall-Eyed Republic. Laughing Cavalier says, is that a squirrel? I'm trying to think of which one he's talking about that looks like a squirrel.
I think the boy. Just a guess.
Yeah, could be. So he says, yay, gay space pirates with fish eyes. Let's go. Pickle Jars says, peanuts live with the Force. And Zim says, there's a moon in the background of this cover. Is this supposed to be Plagueis? Who knows? I don't think it is, no. But let's go ahead and let the carnage begin. So let's first off see how many people actually had to read this comic before it became publicly available. So we have Daniel Jose the writer, that's 1. We have 2 letterers, so 2 and 3. We have an editor, so that's 4. An assistant editor, so 5. We have a senior editor, which is 6. An associate editor, which is 7. And then the Lucasfilm Story Group, so 8, 9, and 10. So once again, 10 people had to read the plot of this comic before it became publicly available.
You know, we have slowly been going down until we have 10. And even with this many people, we have gems like last week is there is no encryption. Jedi encryption in a Jedi temple.
Oh, yes. Don't remind me.
Yeah, I want an explanation, please.
Laughing Cavalier says, nah, it can't be Plagueis. He's hanging out in that cave in the Acolyte. So he says, oh, God, Daniel. Pickle Jar says, are those even real names on the credits? I think so. But you never know. Paul Schlock says Plagueis is too busy watching his acolyte swim naked in the ocean. All right, let's see where this goes. Oh, yeah, and for those who don't know, they're not actually advertising this as being part of the acolyte. That is very funny, because they've been actually advertising that, hey, this series is actually set in the same time period as the acolyte. So if we go to issue 12 here, it didn't show it there, but I know it was showing it in some of the previous issues. So let's... Yeah, here we go. A century before the acolyte. Issue 11 is showing that. But it looks like issue 12... No, it does show it there too. Okay. So does it show it here?
Every single part of the High Republic is trying to distance itself from all others.
So yeah, they are now starting to distance themselves from the acolyte just because of how disastrous it was. I would still say this is worse than the acolyte, but, you know.
And the acolyte is a very low bar, just saying.
Yeah. Seed says, credits. Paul Schluck says, the acolyte got erased from the Jedi. PickelJars says, wah, wah, wah. Laughing Cavalier says, the power of many. The power of cringing.
Oh my god, that was painful.
Yes, it was. When the highlight of your fucking show is watching one of the main characters get defeated by a dude just sitting there menacingly with his eyes closed, you know you've done fucked up. And frankly, I don't even buy the idea that that was supposed to be comical. I think that was supposed to be somewhat epic, but it was fucking hilarious. For all the wrong reasons.
I am pretty sure they don't know how to do epic in any sense of the word.
Yep. Seed says, this is way worse, but they are all flavors of shit. Yes they are. And I've got another ad playing because YouTube being YouTube, that's okay. Hey, switch to live chat. I am switched to live chat. That's weird. Tactician Alexandria says, time for more quality storytelling. See, and by quality, I mean low quality. Yep. Alright, now let the pain continue. Star Wars The High Republic. Uprising behind the storm wall. Padawan Ram Jamaram has blown up Crash Point Tower to prevent the Warden, a nefarious warlord, from sending out a call for more reinforcements. Before its destruction, he used the tower's radio antenna one last time to transmit a revolutionary call to action across Valo. Okay, they managed to cause an plot hole within the first fucking paragraph. Because if the whole point is to prevent word from getting out that there's a rebellion going on, then maybe immediately following up that, or maybe doing a call for revolution immediately before that isn't the best call. Maybe that could get, I don't know, detected by Nihil that are off the planet and can therefore relay the message across the Nihil territories across the storm wall or behind the storm wall. Point is, this plot just contradicted itself in the intro.
I mean, let's not forget a secondary point that this tower was not exactly a relic of the town, but one thing that the locals like a little bit, that was a monument. And instead of just seizing the place, you just blow it up. Also, yes, you make a worldwide call for anything, and other planets and other ships are going to detect it. This was not a good plan, just saying.
No, it was not, but then it's par for the course for High Republic. And yeah, that's another thing, destroying local landmarks in the blink of an eye. Although they didn't exactly take too care of this landmark. It looked like shit when we first saw the damn thing and was barely functional at all.
True. But still, the point remains, don't blow the fucking local landmarks, please.
Correct. Laughing Cavalier says Ram Jamaram. What sort of name is that? It's not the worst High Republic name. We had Jedi Master Buckets of Blood.
I still like that one better.
We had Geode the Rock.
Oh, only defense is that Geode is a great character because he doesn't talk.
Correct. Tactician says, I think they are self-aware of how bad this is and are just speedrunning how bad they can make it. I wouldn't be surprised at this point, but holy shit, are they just... The thing is, I think they just flat out do not give a shit anymore. Because the sheer number of issues with us. I don't think they particularly cared before, except for the propaganda value they can do by subverting Star Wars, or trying to subvert Star Wars. But, well, we know exactly how well that's going for Disney, don't we?
Yes.
Laugh at Cavalier says, destroying landmarks is Team America World Police in this. No, we got the commie version in this, basically. We also had a ship called the Vessel. Yeah, that too. Thank you.
Such great names.
And let's not forget the mighty, mighty Coom spiders.
Yes.
Anyways,
still one of the funniest comics we have seen.
You know, the fact that one of the highlights of the High Republic, one of the best moments, was when one of the characters got blasted in the face by a Coom spider. That's probably not a very high standard, is all I'm going to say here. So, will the people heed his call and rise up against the enemy? Without a mass movement, Valo will fall to the Nihil, who have already captured Padawan Gavi and other resistance fighters. Valo has already fallen! You dumb motherfuckers. This is behind the storm wall. PickelJars says they killed trees for this. Oh, yeah. Now that you mention that, they, page 2, they actually were both, you see a little sign on the bottom of page 2. PEFC certified. This product is from sustainably managed forests and controlled sources. They're trying to say they're going green with this comic.
Going green with this comic will have been not making this comic. You saying?
Correct.
By the way, just a little note here. What does this asshole mean with answering the call? The population of Valo have not been given the option. The call has been made and people from the Nihil are going to come.
Yep.
You don't have a choice.
Yep. Congratulations, assholes. Paul Schlock says, printed on reused toilet paper. And honestly, it was cleaner before Daniel Jose Holder got his hands on this. Yes. Laughing Cavalier says, rip Treebird. Yep. Tactician says, I think the Western comic book industry long ago stopped caring about killing trees for the stories that only have worth as toilet paper and case on how not to write a story. Alright, let's continue. Lonissa City, outskirts, Valo. Jedi Knight Farzala Tarabal. Pirate troublemaker Zyle Keem. Jedi Padawan Ram Jamaram.
I think I was voicing the Fatih last time. I can do it again, but I don't know who is the color, the speech bubble for.
I'm going to assume that it's Ram Jamaram.
Okay, so I voice all of those. Okay. Let me tell you about Sailkin. Regional comms are down. The warden's plea for reinforcement won't reach the other night hill. Let's get out of here.
Boom. Whoosh. Go, go, go.
Adventure runs in their blood.
Got more Nihil fighters incoming. Alright, let me try that voice again.
Okay.
Got more Nihil fighters incoming. And ground artillery ahead.
And one day, if they want to, they'll be one of the greatest pirates the galaxy has ever known.
Pulling up.
Just like their grandma, Saya, was.
Oh, god damn it. Alright. And Laughing Cavalier says, oh my, is that Lizzo?
I didn't know, but I think this comic has made it clear that this girl is non-binary by the constant use of they, I suppose. Look, my life.
I'm getting flashbacks to Dragon Age Veilguard.
I don't know if saying that the High Republic is less bad, that is a contest of wills I don't want to take.
At this point, we should seriously consider having Nuremberg Trials 2.0 just for all of the progressive assholes that have been basically taking all of our beloved art to the bakery, so to speak.
That will take too much time.
Nah, it won't. And if anything, the longer it takes, the longer it, all the examples of the guilty verdicts will inevitably last. Meaning that people will figure out, nah, you probably shouldn't do this dumb shit. Anyways. We're hit.
But for now,
we're too low to pull out of here with the damage we took. I gotta bring the ship down.
They are still just a kid.
Which is why they're behind the controls. To be fair, Anakin was also behind the controls as a kid, but that wasn't exactly intentional for as far as starships now, was it?
No, and Anakin at least had practice with a pod racer for who knows how many years.
That too. And he was also the literal chosen one.
Yeah, and mind you, in pod racing, you can fucking die.
Mm-hmm.
But let's ignore good characters that should not be mixed with this crap. Let's continue.
Yeah.
And that is why.
Hurry now! They're coming. Here we go.
Even though I know they will be furious about it.
Facum, fush. Thum, crackum.
I had to come to make sure they are okay. Oh, fuck. Whoa.
Wait a second. Mom!
It was her mother all along. Oh, I am getting a migraine already. I am going to be a fucking asshole, but I am going to say it. How many fucking teams have the mom of one of or both of the leaders in this fucking comic? Why are the mothers babysitting the fucking leaders of either a republic, a pirate gang, or a rebel army?
I don't know. We're up to at least 2 that I know of. We've got this character, and we've also got Crash and her mom as well. Along with Crash's girlfriend, because of course we fucking do.
I am pretty sure we have seen a lot of familiars from a lot of people in this comic, and I still don't know why they appear. Because Crash Mom does nothing.
Tactician Alexandria says, I was sure Rey was the chosen one, given how eager Disney was to ensure Anakin doesn't matter and have his whole legacy stolen by another. Oh, God. Yeah, don't remind me. But then again, we now have Markion Ro that still manages to be more of a Gary Stu than Rey was a Mary Sue.
I mean...
He sat on his ass for 4 months and got his entire country handed to him.
I mean, the Jedi and the Republic in the High Republic should have been destroyed eons ago if this is how it was done. If you sit down after throwing a rock at someone, you are going to win something. He didn't have to do anything.
Also, if I found something else. Once again, the eyes are off. Because if you look at the bottom left panel there, first of all, his eyes are off. The one pirate character in front's eyes off. Yeah, it's... But you know what? You know how bad this is? I'm reminded of a joke from... if you're going way back. I'm reminded... Is anyone familiar with Zero Punctuation from back in the day? I know they're still around, but...
Zero Punctuation... The name is familiar.
Yahtzee from The Escapist, the one reason why anyone actually cared about The Escapist back in the day.
Yes.
So, this is actually reminiscent of a joke that he made on Zero Punctuation over, if I remember correctly, Kane and Lynch 2. Talking about how contrived the plot was, he had a little joke bit where the character ran into their grandpa or something like that. This is that, basically.
I am pretty sure Zero Punctuation at least made you laugh. This is making me cringe.
It is, yes.
Just if you want to make a kid character that has been, I don't know, forced in this situation, grow and look at least that they are trying. You don't shove their mother into the fucking story. At least not like this. I am expecting too much, I suppose.
Laughing Cavalier says the mom is Darth Maul mixed with Jada Pinkett Smith. And PickelJars says Fry is his own grandpa. At least Kennedy didn't steal that yet. Oh.
Give it time.
Alright, let's continue. The Jedi City, Lonisa City. Or the Jedi Temple, Lonisa City.
Okay, I think I also voiced this one, or do you want him this time?
Alright. Well, you can go ahead and voice this character.
Okay. What do you mean the message didn't go out?
The Warden, Nihil Commander, Jedi Master Kunpar, Jedi Master or Jedi Padawan Gavi. Also, yeah, Gavi was running the whole show, and Master Kunpar just let him run the whole show at the start of this comic series, or this particular story. And also...
Yeah, I was going to say, I wonder, why did you want to correct yourself when calling this guy a Padawan instead of a Master? Because he's not even a Padawan yet. He was a youngling.
Yeah, that too. And adding insult to injury, I'm going to mention this as well. The fact that they have to keep giving us the names of the important characters issue after issue. We're 13 issues in, and we still have to be told the names of these characters. That is a scathing commentary on just how few people are actually reading these issue to issue.
if you have to say the name of the characters every time you present them, it means they are completely forgettable, and either that or just shit.
That,
I
and
don't know
also
which.
nobody's reading their comic, so they have to make
Well,
sure
that's true.
that anyone that may randomly stumble across it can actually tell who these characters are. So
Yeah.
they have to keep putting the names in issue after issue after issue.
If this was a good comic, I will say, you don't do that. You start from the beginning. But in this case, I say, you don't start.
Correct. PickelJars says Space Urukai. Tactician says, well, after seeing the High Republic, I think we know why it is common for heroes' hometown to be burned down to avoid having their parents show up. All right. I'll voice this character here.
Okay.
Exactly what I said, your wardenship. We're just getting a error signal, and it seems like...
Find the hero and fix it.
We're trying.
Did nobody notice that the tower blew the fuck up?
I suppose not. I mean, it was the fucking landmark of the town. It was where the message was going to go from. No one is looking at it or what?
This would be like the Eiffel Tower blowing up back when they were still using it as a radio tower or whatever. And the guys running the radio station go, I wonder why our signal isn't going out.
Yeah, me too. Oh, man, we just begun, and this is giving me a headache.
Yes. How many pages in are we? 8. Okay, we are not quite halfway through, but surely. Okay, 26. We're not even a third way through. God damn it. Okay.
Let's continue, perhaps.
Yes, please.
Okay. Deceived. Everywhere I go, everyone I meet, liars. This entire planet, liars. They succeed in the ruse.
You're
It's
not
the
healed.
story.
Why wouldn't you be surrounded by not liars?
I mean, just on principle, before all of this, you guys were pirates. Are you fucking surprised?
Yeah, I
don't-
know. Paul Schlock says, why do they need the tower to transmit a message anyway? Obi-Wan could do it from his ship on... Oh, god damn it, that too! Thank you for reminding me. The fact that they can... That's another point to bring up. Obi-Wan could transmit his message from... Well, not only did he do it from Kamino to Coruscant, or wait, yeah, he did it on Coruscant, but he also later did it from Geonosis to Tatooine as well.
I am going to offer you a solution that the writers probably didn't think of. It is the storm wall. It is making it very hard for message to go through, even within the Nihil Empire.
Okay, I'll say it still has some potential issues, but you know what? I'd actually buy that. I would legitimately buy that. But yeah, they don't explain shit like that. And that's part of the problem. Matthias says he was a pirate or a king. The warden here, well, he's a pirate. Nico says, cheeky breaky if damke. Alright. I need to try Stalker too. Anyways.
Yeah, me too. But it is fucking big. I think it was 120 gigs.
Well, I could probably make room for it, but let's continue.
Let's end this as fast as we can. Let's destroy Lanisa City and teach them never to do that again. They won't be the only ones to pay.
Okay. We're going to teach you a lesson by killing you all.
I mean,
Mission accomplished.
it is a permanent lesson. Just, I don't know if in the way you want it.
Ah, yes, the Genghis Khan approach to political discourse.
I mean, the guy was effective. If
He
nothing
was.
else.
I will give this dude that. I don't know how well it'll go. What with him? Well, actually, you know what? I'll actually buy that. Markion Rowe is probably the guy that would go ahead and let that happen. I mean, he killed his own parents because that's what his society believes and all that shit. So, yeah, I could buy this.
I know why we have probably mentioned that before, but I still don't know how their society could last at all. It is worse than the Dark Eldar.
Yeah, that's why he's the last one left.
Big surprise. Well, do we continue then?
Yep.
Okay. Prepare my ship. Gather every soldier available and let them know.
Dern.
Hey,
Therm Scissor Punch.
Okay, sorry. Today, we strike Eriadu with the full force of the Nihil.
We have to warn the others.
Oh,
I know the comms are down. Just means we gotta get out of here and... Hey, where are you going, Dern?
The fact that he's still wearing those stupid-ass gloves over his claws.
it is. We just went through a moment that was supposed to be serious. Not like this comic is succeeding, but then you show me this fucking idiot with a pair of gloves over his pincers.
Mm-hmm. Siege
I
says
hate
that'll
this
show
fucking
him.
comic.
Me too. Nico says, theory. Do you think the writers will try to make the goblin villain here into an ancestor to General Grievous? Maybe. Who knows? But Theus is just speechless at this, and I can understand.
Yeah,
Why
and this
can't-
is...
Oh, sorry.
This. No, I was going to say, this is going to get worse. And, oh, look, the mother again.
And holy shit! Why?
Oh, my God.
There. Man, did that.
Why is he a chungus too?
The eyes are off again. And then the fact that she is a literal fucking land whale.
You're saying, but
I did
of
not
course not. They cannot make her look like a woman because I don't see a woman there.
I mean, you could see that she had a pretty... You could see she wasn't particularly thin in the previous time the previous panel we saw her, but holy shit, I was not expecting Bobby Hill to show up here.
I mean, it was not the most flattering image, the previous one, but there was something that made tell you that she was a semi-normal woman. But thank you for destroying that in the next appearance.
Nico says, that's no moon, that's no moon, that's your mama. Yeah! PickelJars says, are we being punked? Paul Schlock says, looks more like Gary Coleman.
Yes, I can see that.
Can we please go Postal 2 on this character? Please. Gary Coleman was in that as well, after all. Laughing Cavalier says, that boy ain't right. PickelJars says, that's my purse. Penne says, those are women. Well, I would say yes. Technically, though, one of them identifies as otherwise. Because Disney.
Yeah. I want them to identify as was and where, please.
The fact is, though, that the mom looks less feminine than the daughter does, so...
Would you be surprised if at some point we are told that she was a he before?
I would not be that surprised.
You're tired.
All right, let's continue.
Yeah. I voice the mother you want?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Unless it could, it is your turn.
Wait, what?
If you were reading the doctor's speech bubble, I didn't hear anything.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Why can't I just once do my one thing on my own without you riding in to save the day, huh?
If she needs to come save you every time, it says a lot. Well, are we supposed to know you don't need saving if you don't check in with us like we asked you to?
Wait a second. The mom's also non-binary, isn't she?
Unless she's speaking about her father or other mother, who knows? I don't know.
Oh, God. And also, how is the mother supposed to know she's here if the comms tower has been destroyed and, everything else has been destroyed? How is the mother supposed to know the daughter's here, is what I'm saying.
Space magic. That is, at this point, it is the only answer we are going to get.
Seed says, you were going to die. Yeah, that's another good point. That's another good point. Thank you.
I wish that was the case. And I don't care if anyone says, but you wanted to kill a child. And I am going to say, yes, I did. In Minecraft, of course.
Yeah. How can I check in with you when the comms tower is blown up? You could have done it before the comms tower was blown up, but
Yes. Oh no. Who blew the comms tower? We did. I can explain.
Maybe later. We got a Nahil horde incoming.
What? Those guys? Nah.
Ma'am, Miss Keem, that is a sizable group for just the four of us to fight off, even with 2 Jedi.
Now, my dear young fellows.
Here we go.
You didn't think the dreaded pirate Tanana Keen will ride to the rescue all by herself, did you?
Dexter Jetster, Lavalox Verzine, Sav Maligan, and Maz Kanata.
Since when is this woman with this group?
Why is Sav also in this group still? Isn't she supposed to still be a Jedi or something? And isn't this supposed to take place 100 years after that story?
I am no longer sure. I don't know how these people measure time.
Nico says Fat Maul with smug lips is irritating. Siege says, for fuck's sake. Paul says, boo, everyone else. Laughing Cavalier says, Dexter Jetster, commissioner of the police with that mustache. To be fair, he was in episode 2. So he's been in since the prequels.
Yeah, and he hates being here, I bet.
Yes. Alright.
Oh my god, I don't want to read anymore.
Me neither, but we are halfway through.
Okay, let's continue. What do you mean you don't know where my ship is?
Well, it's just that...
Okay, guys? That ship
Ready?
is... Oh, okay. That ship is a symbol. It lets them know they've already lost. I need it now.
I really think you should look at this. There's some people outside.
Hang on.
Then go blast them. Can't you see I am see?
No, it's a lot of people.
How many?
From the looks of it, all of the... this
What?
writing!
What do you mean by all of them? All the people in the city, all the people in the planet? Go fuck yourself. You know what? Let's continue. Fuck this.
Yes.
Then blast them a lot. Oh, fuck you. Out of my way. Let's see about this. Oh.
Mapog, Prop, Tebs, Breebik, Forb. No more Nahil! No more
No
Nahil!
more Nahil. Why is all this... Why is the... I have no fucking words, apparently. They are in front of a place full of pirates that have every weapon imaginable. Why is this multitude of people in firing range?
You know, the Nihil said they were going to destroy the entire city. This just makes it easier to use splash damage based munitions to do that job.
This is a fucking joke. This is what it is.
This is a fucking turkey shoot.
But you know what? This is somehow going to win the day, or something.
Oh, you fucking know it is going to win the day. It's not like they can... Oh yeah, the ship's missing also too, which is...
I just want to remind everyone watching this Vox Publique that the Nihil still control space around the planet.
Yes.
If there is no ship in the ground, there has to be fighters, bombers, or something else in the atmosphere. Why don't you kill all of these rebels? You're the bad guys!
Panay says, why do they have period blood on their faces? Oh yeah, that's because they're supposed to be members of the Scarlet Skulls, which is a terrorist organization, let's be honest, that just so happens to be fighting against the Nihil. A terrorist organization that the comic is trying to present as heroes, you know, even as these members, some of these guys, or at least that Ram Jamaran dude, which was a member of this group, destroyed the fucking tower that was the local landmark.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, Breivik have planted bombs everywhere in the city and wanted to destroy them just to kill the Nihil. Probably killing innocents on the way, but just saying.
And also the fact that they're called the Scarlet Skulls, which is a name that you would expect from a fucking Drukhari cabal, and not from the heroes of a Star Wars comic, but, you know, details.
At this point, it is hard to know who is the hero in this comic.
I think we know the Warden is the true MVP of this so far.
Except when he became... I was going to use the R word, and was going to demonetize you again. It is hard to contain myself sometimes.
Panay says, the Red Skull, yeah, that too! Yeah, that too. These guys are totally not bad. These guys are totally different from the Red Skull guys.
This is so fucking painful.
Nico says, woke tropes, protest riots, smug attitude, no responsibility, shitty artwork, optional, prom, LGBTQ themes, excessive amount of snarky Marvel humor.
I just want to remind everyone that if this was the original Star Wars, these people will be blasted to Kingdom Come.
Yep, yes they would.
I want to throw all of these people into the Warhammer 40k universe.
Yeah! I do too. Let's see if they do. Not that I expect it, but let's hope beyond hope that they actually do.
It will be funny if nothing else.
I mean, they're already calling the Jedi Agents of Chaos. We already have the Scarlet fucking Skulls. We already have Jedi Master Buckets of Blood.
Yeah. And don't forget, in this universe, your feelings can guide you, which you know where it leads.
Yep. Dark Matter Wolffan says hi. Hello, Dark Matter Wolffan. Alright. Paul says, yeah, real bad guys would have opened fire. Throwing fists in the air doesn't topple dictatorships. Correct. Siege says, fists in the air, cat ears, checks out, get the boulders, get the heavy boulders. No, bring out the flamers.
Yeah, you need fire for this one.
Dark Matter says, I am completely mentally stable. Oh, hey, look up, a civilian airliner. Dude, you want to do it. Lock on to that civilian. Okay, let's continue, please.
Yes.
How am I supposed to ever show you I can do it myself if you're always showing up? I'm serious, Mom.
I ask one thing of you, and that is that you check in with us. One thing.
Almost got it. Of course. You just have to remind me that I'm a kid.
It is what I ask of everyone on the crew. It's not just because you're a kid.
Just one more little turn here. How could I possibly forget when all you do is remind me?
If you will show some basic self-awareness that you are in fact a kid, I will not have to remind you.
Got it.
Why are you so intent on fixing the ship when we have two others we can use?
I grew up on the ship, and the Nihil stole it when Starlight went down.
No, of course. Sorry for yelling. I was wound up already.
It's fine. How are the others doing with those attackers? Oh, them. Yeah, that thing too that was going on. The massive fucking battle was about to kick off. What the fuck happened to that? Why are we stuck here listening to this mom and daughter bitching fest? What the actual fuck, Daniel Hilder?
Why they always do this? It is alive for that moment. There are people wanting to kill you. Let's talk things.
I wouldn't worry about them. I mean, they could use the help, but you know...
Yes, you know what I want to give them kudos for? At least we have one laser saber that could things.
Yeah, that is something.
Okay, let's continue.
Many thanks, young man. Too kind.
What? Okay, go ahead. I will after.
Ram put out a final transmission at the Scarlet Skull and stirred up a rebellion.
What's happening? He undid the Nahir propaganda they made me spew? That's amazing. We gotta get down there and help them.
Hey.
Wait, they just walked up there, freed the prisoners when nobody was looking because... Oh, god damn it.
You have a room full of guards. Was everyone looking outside?
I guess so. No one could have turned around and goes, we need to get some heavy firepower brought up here. I'm going to carry some heavy blasters or something up to help us out. No, they just all stand there staring. Seed says,
everyone in this comic is incompetent.
Yes. You know the answer to that. The answer is yes.
It hurts, Ace.
Seed says, like sands through the hourglass, so are the barely disguised fetishes of Danielle. Paul Schlock says they found the only use for the lobster claws. Well, he's called Scissor Punch. That's his actual name, Therm Scissor Punch. So he uses them for punching as well. But I digress. Siege says, they literally used the word propaganda. I hate being right. Yes, they did use the word you are right. Nico says, playing Max Payne 3 as a palate cleanser caused this artist so bad. I think it gave me cancer. Yeah, that too. The art is atrocious, but the writing is just a constant walking into rakes.
When seeing almost every face have eyes like a chameleon is one of the best features of this comic, you know you fucked up.
Yes. Let's continue.
Yeah.
Go, go, go! Up these stairs, get out!
No one thought to draw their blasters and try shooting back at them? Why?
No one thought of having wards in the upper levels. Fuck this. Let's continue.
Warden, what happened?
Take half your squad. Set cannons upon the parapet and blow that mob away. Thank you.
The thing that I suggested! But they were all busy staring at the mob instead of actually coming up with a plan. These dumb motherfuckers.
I am going to be a nitpicking asshole and say, this planet was still under occupation. You have not assimilated it. Why doesn't this fucking place have defenses?
Good question. Too bad we're never going to get an answer, but good question.
Okay. Fuck it. Let's continue. The other half. Take one of the cannons and follow me. I have some Jedi to murder. I wish, man. I wish.
Me too.
I All I'm saying is if you check in regularly, then I will know when I need to show up and keep you safe. That's all I ask.
The galaxy is not safe right now. Maybe it will never be safe for pirates. That's the life. You taught me that.
Why will the galaxy be safe for pirates?
Why should the galaxy be safe for pirates?
What are you trying to say in this comic, Daniel? Wow.
Coming up on the Jedi Temple and... Whoa! Looks like all of Lanissa City's marching on the Nihil.
They heard my transmission. They listened.
They finally rose up. I didn't think people on Velo would ever join together like this. Not like this, but they did. They did it.
What a beautiful sight.
Ah, yes, how beautiful. All these civilians are getting mowed down by cannon fire.
Or at least they should.
It truly is a beautiful sight to High Republic heroes, I'm sure. We've only seen them cheering on civilians, leading civilians on into bayonet charges and shit like that already. So this is completely in character for these kinds of people.
I mean, one of these characters used a drill-like ship to destroy a whole fleet and killed no one.
Yeah. 2 fleets.
Oh, yes. Please add more people that should be dead, that need not fucking die in this comic.
The fleets were over cities and were crashing apparently somehow outside the city limits, even though they were right over the city, too.
This is the worst fucking joke in history.
Siege says that second panel's weird daughter is standing on the foreground. Yeah, that is a weird shot.
It is very fucking ugly.
Yeah, that's
just plain ugly.
Looks like the Nihil are setting up artillery on the palisades. I got this. Jum, jum, jum.
Oh, fuck the cannons, please.
No! No.
Wait, it is even worse. Why are the cannons outside next to the rebels?
Why the fuck did they let the mob get that close?
This is fucking shit.
Well, yes. Yes, it is. Paul Schlock says fiery, but mostly peaceful.
Okay. It's my turn. Let's how many are left?
I don't know. Let's see. We've got 7 more pages.
That is 7 too many.
Yes. Wait, Paul Schlock asks, why are those World War II AA guns? Yeah. That one in the foreground looks like a Flak 88. Why it is here in Star Wars is a big fucking mystery, but here we are.
That is true. Neither of these are... You know what? I don't care. I am going to take my turn. Fuck this. So, is this just a thing that always happens when you are around?
Hey, if the Jedi didn't want their temples blown up, they should do a better job of keeping the Nihil out of them.
You are still a Jedi, you bitch.
They're on the roof. It's Gavi and the others. They're surrounded!
Please die. Listen, sire.
No, Mom, it's okay. I will check in with you more, I promise. Why the fuck are we constantly going on about this? We've got characters getting surrounded. We've got a fucking mob charging the palisades. We had cannons that were about to fire on them, and the rest of the squad is still armed, is going to be shooting at them anyways. Why the fuck are we still talking about this?
Because there is not danger here. No one is going to die. Why should we give the slightest of fucks?
Siege says, what happened to the war part of Star Wars? Did its balls drop off? Oh, wait, never mind. Yeah, pretty much.
I have
maybe
no
we
words.
should just trick all the leftists into thinking that Daniel Jose Older and all the Star Wars writers are just also secretly health insurance CEOs. Maybe we should just try to convince all the leftists and all of left Twitter that Daniel Jose Older is a health insurance CEO.
I am surprised that didn't happen sooner, considering how much they eat each other. Okay, let's continue with this shit.
But I was thinking we could take on this mission together.
I want to shoot all of these people so much.
Yes. Zyle, Ram.
1 second. Okay,
Paul Schloss
sorry.
says, oh my
back.
god, that's so cringe. It is. Laughing Cavalier says, gah, that middle panel. Yeah, that middle panel is awful.
That face. It is too much to ask for any of these people to die.
Yes, far too much. I'm afraid.
Fuck. Okay. Let's continue. I got called about the dinner being ready on my end, so let's finish this and go.
Yes, please.
Close in and open fire. Do not let those Jedi out of here alive.
Closing in on the lightsaber armed Jedi when you've got blasters and one dude with an axe.
Well, no one said that the Nihil were smart, but then again, no one in this comic is.
Let's continue.
Yeah. Stay back!
If they get that cannon set up, we're toasted. We have to get off this roof. There's nowhere left for us to go. Whoa!
Having kids, we are freeing area to next.
Come on, Varsala, we gotta go. The whole time I was imprisoned, it was the image of all my friends being back on the Starhopper that got me through. Hey, we'll have another chance to get it back. You'll see. I know it's just a ship, and I'm a Jedi. I shouldn't. Let's live to fight another day so we get that chance, yeah? You're right, Zyle. Let's go.
Hurry up!
Why are they just leaving the ship?
I don't know. Does anything in this comic make sense?
No, it doesn't.
There you have your answer.
Get him!
For Palo!
Yar!
Help! Hold them off! Get them back!
Let's get out of here!
Run, little Jedi. I'll see you again soon enough. On Area 2.
To be continued. And that is a threat.
Yes. I think I am giving this guy far too much of my energy. I am destroying my throat and my brain reading this crap.
Yes. Siege says, what the fuck? They're talking mid-fight. Yes. Those red blaster bolts look like MS Paint. Let's double check.
I mean, probably I will not. I
wouldn't be surprised. They do look awful. So does the rest of the comic.
But again, the balls of this guy saying that I should not be attached, when I remember perfectly well, years ago, in universe that is, you saying that your friends should feel attached or hurt or love or shit like that.
Siege says, oh, thank God it's over. No stakes. Such a shame. 1 out of 10. It's a comic. Yeah. And the next issue, they're bringing poor Yoda back into this.
They have massacred our boy so badly.
But not enough, apparently. So, yeah. And that's the end. So, yeah, that was a fucking awful comic.
It was somehow not worse than the previous one, but only on a personal level, because we didn't have to speak about not being their codes of self-defense in the Jedi Temple. But still, this one made me want to self-delete.
Let's see some of the comments. Is there anyone?
No
comments.
There are none.
Thank God. So yeah, this was a absolutely awful comic. The fact that it seems like every single panel there was something to bitch about. This was so consistently awful. Is it the absolute very worst thing, High Republic related? No. It wasn't as bad as last issue? I don't know. But this is pretty atrocious. This is especially bad by High Republic standards. I'm going to say that now. This is one of the worst ones. Definitely. Paul says, no comments, everyone is speechless. Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, this comic destroyed part of the previous lore of its own universe again. Had to save one of their characters by showing one character we did not know anything about, as if this was normal, and made sure for us to remember that yes, there are Jedi in this story and they should not feel attachments. But they do, because it is the High Republic.
I know.
Oh yeah, and there was a multitude of people that should be dead, but they didn't die.
No one ever dies in this comic. There's no stakes. I
fucking hate this.
There's no stakes. The writer is clearly self-aware that there's no stakes, which is why there was so much focus on the mom-daughter bullshit rather than the actual fighting in an action issue. The sheer stupidity on display from both the Nihil and the Rebels.
I mean, one of the worst parts, other than the canons being from our universe for some reason, is that the canons were outside in front of the mob. I mean, if you are in a mob and you see that the enemy is bringing artillery in front of you, You don't stay pat. You kill people. You're supposed to save yourself. What the fuck is this?
I would assume, right, if this... See, here's the thing, right? If the Nihil were... If this was smartly written, I could see the argument that maybe this was supposed to be like, if it was, say... There is an argument that if it was, say, hypothetically, this not being Star Wars, but, say, Napoleonic era linear style warfare, if those were cannons loaded with canister or grape shot, there would actually be a good reason to have them up like that. Because they could shred the entire fucking crowd essentially instantaneously and cause a massive rout from the mob. There would be an actual excuse there. But there's not.
You mean that we have to go to World War I to find sense in this comic?
No, we'd have to go to Napoleonic era. Well, technically you could do World War I, because technically canister shot, for what it's worth, has been a thing for a while. And credit where credit is due, AA guns can be a fucking menace. Especially to infantry. Especially if you're talking about the smaller, more rapid-fire things. Assuming you can get the gun depression to actually go. Those things can actually do quite a bit of damage. Panay says this comic sucks. Yes, it does. There are ways you could... The point is, there are ways you could be smart about it and have stuff like that, and it would actually have artillery be right at the front line, and it could potentially work against the mob. They didn't do that, though. For one thing, the whole point would be to have the guns set up first and have the mob come to them, and then fire once the mob started getting into range. And so wait until they're a few hundred yards. So with the changing to the whole canister shot, you could probably do that at a few, like 200 yards out or so, and it would really fucking mess up the crowd at there, and then you just reload and keep peppering away until as the closer they get, if they get closer. But yeah, they didn't do that. They waited. They were still getting set up as the mob was in maybe 20 yards away.
Yeah, and the worst part is, he said, take the cannons. Meaning that the cannons you can move, they are not stationary ones. So explain to me why, if you are inside a fortified building with walls that have openings for weapons such as this, you don't use them. Instead, you haul the fucking things outside.
The only excuse I could really see being used in theory is that they were anti-aircraft positions and they needed to repurpose them for anti-ground work. Because, again, gun depression is a factor if you're talking about anti-air weapons, because they're designed to shoot up, not shoot down. But that flies out the window when you realize that they probably should have placed them somewhere where they could get optimal angles anyways. Because if they're high enough that because if they're that high that it's a big problem, there's probably a chance that you might have issues like starfighters flying under their gun depression so they can't actually fire low enough to hit the things. So they really should have just placed them lower anyways. At least a few of them, you would think. But, you know...
you don't need to know anything about military or tactics to know that everything we have seen from a pirate faction that is supposed to be oppressing these people was done horribly bad. Like always.
Correct. And didn't the Nihil also have tanks in the previous issue? Because I'm pretty sure they did. And
I think so. But then again, does it matter? There is no continuity in this comic if they don't want it.
I'm going to check, because I am so convinced they have tanks of some description. Because when they infiltrated... Yeah, they had fucking tanks there! Where the fuck did these tanks go?
I don't know. They blew up, because at this point...
So yeah, this comic is just Paul Schluck says they forgot they had tanks. Yeah, Siege is laughing. Yeah, I know. It gets worse. Daniel Jose Older finds a way.
Are they making a game out of it at this point? Let's make it worse every time.
They have got to be deliberately making it worse at this point. I refuse to believe anyone is that fucking stupid. Daniel Jose Older has to be doing this deliberately. And I'm pretty sure he's been doing this shit deliberately for a while now. But holy God, is it awful. Maybe he was lurking under the theory that if he was deliberately trying to be shit, that he would fail at that and make something spectacularly good instead. But unfortunately for him, being an absolute utter rank incompetent is, ironically, the one thing he's actually competent at being. So, yeah.
Yeah, he's good at being bad, in the worst sense possible.
So yeah, is this comic worth reading? No, it is not. It is a travesty, and we've spent almost an hour and a half reading this one comic. The fact that it took almost an hour and a half to read this comic should tell you just how much of a slog it was to get through. And I want to actually leave as quickly as possible as well at this point. So,
yeah, I thought we could be, faster today, but it is impossible to go through this crap.
Correct. So I think we're at a good stopping point. So, Oris, it's been a pleasure having you on. Actually, wait, there is one more thing I need to mention. Since I believe I mentioned that this got worse. Just when you think things could not get any worse. This is not the only thing, High Republic, that released today. Would you like to know what else released?
Normally I will say surprise me, but in this case it is going to be more like punish me.
The Wedding Spectacular Special released today.
I regret saying anything.
The Wedding One-Shot Spectacular, written by Daniel Jose Older. We have that to look forward to. And until then, Orisa, it's been a pleasure having you on.
It has been a pleasure. By the way, Ace, I am going to the dark side.
Me too at this point. And we hope to see you all again soon. Until then, take care. Ace out.